Alrighty, I hope we're live right now. If we are, welcome back, beautiful, amazing human beings. This is Ogrodowski of WeAreChange.org. Absolute pandemonium is happening right now as chaos is unfolding in the streets of Washington, D.C. Again, lots of news to get into. Previously, there were reports of shots fired. Those reports have been confirmed by new video that I just put out on twitter.com/LukeWeAreChange. Again, I'm going to not be able to show you a lot of the more serious stuff. If you want to see it, you got to go to LukeWeAreChange on Twitter. Again, graphic videos coming out of the U.S. Capitol right now, as of course, thousands, tens of thousands. Some people estimate 100,000. Some people estimate a quarter million, 250,000 people are in Washington, D.C. right now, and many of them have decided to storm the Senate building as we are speaking right now. The situation is insane, crazy. Never thought it would get this. I mean, we always knew something was up. We always knew something was in the air. But now that it's coming here, it's shocking a lot of people. But a lot of the writing was on the walls. We were warning you about this for a very long time, and here we go. Here we are. So far, one person shot. The video of it is very graphic. We will not be showing you it in this live stream. I'm going to make sure that this live stream is even up in the first place, as of course I need to just get verifications that we are up and live as we're speaking right now. Yes, we are. Okay. I'm just making sure that I can even see your comments. I obviously rushed to try to get this stream going as fast as possible. For some reason, it's not letting me see everything on the YouTube application. But this is, again, on our backup channel. I am going to be, of course, sending out this video on my main channel right now, as we're going to be going over all the latest news, as there are multiple violent clashes happening right now between pro-Donald Trump supporters and, of course, Capitol Police. We also have gotten a huge report that the Pentagon is denying the request to deploy the National Guard to the U.S. Capitol. This is according to the Washington Post. Yes, the Washington Post right now is reporting that the request for the Pentagon to send in more National Guard troops has been denied. And we're getting crazy images like this. I mean, just look at this. This image, I mean, essentially speaks for itself, essentially what everything is going on right now. U.S. representatives have been given gas masks since there was tear gas deployed. Let me make sure I am first live, guys. I apologize for this. For some reason, YouTube is showing me some problems on the back end here. I'm going to make sure that we are actually streaming live right now so you guys could actually see what's going on. I actually am going to send this also on the main channel. My main channel is, of course, youtube.com/WeAreChange. Share this link with your friends and family members. We will be, of course, live here for as soon as the action just keeps going, and it's going very fast. It's moving very fast right now, so we're keeping a very close eye on it as we are speaking. I just made a post into my YouTube community page. I'm going to do the same for my Twitter so people get notified of all the details that are happening here, so we can get a good, close, honest, accurate look of what's happening right now in Washington, D.C., because these are critically important events unfolding right now that there's going to be significant ramifications from in, of course, the future. There's a full-on storming of the Senate building. There's already one person shot. Of course, more people are injured, and that's very easy to say from all the footage coming out of course, a lot of people battling and fighting with police officers, with, of course, the security, with, of course, the main people that are in charge of guarding the Capitol, and it looks like they lost total control. Earlier today, we got reports of protesters going through 4 layers of security. It looks like they defeated all layers of security, and we have crazy videos like this coming from Elijah, a person who I was just with 2 days ago. He was here at the Tim Pool residence as we were doing a live broadcast. He is there on the ground. I have multiple friends who are journalists on the ground right now inside of the Capitol building, texting me a whole bunch of crazy stuff that's going on there right now. But Elijah has been releasing a lot of just absolutely mind-blowing videos and photos that he's able to get there on the ground right now. The latest one that he sent out was, of course, these clashes that are happening between individuals wearing Trump gear, wearing their American flag, some of them even are wearing back the blue, some of them are even wearing U.S. military symbols, as of course they're just clashing one-on-one with the authorities right there as we're speaking right now. The other tweet that he sent out an hour ago is breaking. Trump supporters have breached all security barriers and are now actively destroying and occupying the Capitol building. I repeat, the feds have lost control of the Capitol building. And then he goes on to say, revolution in process, not a drill. Videos to follow tonight live on Blaze TV. And again, as you go on, you could see the events that unfolded outside, the events that are unfolding inside, and it kind of crescendoed from the latest moments of a gunshot that, again, there's videos of. There's videos right now of a woman being shot, what looks like either in the neck or the upper chest area, and then collapsing and falling down. The latest we're getting is that she is in critical condition, but if you watch the video on twitter.com/LukeWeAreChange, it really looks like she is losing a lot of her life essence. Again, this was the scene beforehand. I'm just going to kind of play this audio here as I'm going to get a drink of water here. Just 1 second, guys. Stay tuned with me. And, of course, we're also accepting super chats. If you guys have any important information to bring up, I'm trying to right now pull up my comment section so I could see what you guys are sharing, see what you guys are saying. Okay, I'm seeing it here right now. We got a $5 super chat. Should buy your pupper a bone. Okay, yes. I'm not concerned about the pupper right now. I'm more concerned about the country. Thank you, everyone who is super chatting and supporting this independent media organization by allowing us to exist here. Again, that's the latest so far that we've been seeing. Again, lots of crazy footage. There's also protesters erecting a cross in front of the Capitol. They're storming all sorts of ways through windows, through construction apparatuses. And here we have a very detailed photo of officers literally with firearms pointing it at the window. And this was most likely where the moment happened where the lady protester was just shot in the neck, chest area that unfolded there. This is the last video that we got from inside of the chamber building. I'm just going to play it here so you guys could see exactly what's going on as I get a drink of water. Now, again, the bigger question here out of everything is what's going to happen next? Now, that's the big one. That's the big question that I think everyone's asking, as, of course, right now we're just trying to understand these events. We're just trying to see what's going on here. We're trying to, of course, gather all of the information as best as we can, and that's what we're doing as we are speaking right now. Thank you again so much for all the support and all the super chats. Really, really appreciate that. Really, really, of course, means a lot. We are live on our backup channel, News for Change. My main channel is We Are Change. I'm watching all the feeds right now. I'm waiting for my friends to tell me that they are safe. They are reporters inside of the Capitol right now. And I'm going to be looking at the Twitter feeds as we are speaking and pulling up the most important stuff that's unfolding, that's breaking, that's happening right now. Of course, I'm going to try to make sure that we don't have any graphic footage in this content, but many people are saying this is the revolution. This is the beginning. This is the start, and who knows what's going to happen here. I'm going to check out Donald Trump's Twitter feed so we could actually get a view about what he is actually saying and putting out there. We know John Bolton just sent out a message saying that Donald Trump should admit that he lost. Obviously, there's not going to be a certification of the votes. Obviously, today was supposed to be the day that officially Joe Biden got into the U.S. presidency, and of course, that is not happening. There is also an emergency curfew issued in Washington, D.C., telling people that at 6 p.m., only essential workers, and including professional healthcare workers and media, are allowed to be out. Everyone else is supposed to stay inside. Again, we're going to look at Donald Trump's Twitter feed right now so we get a bird's eye view into what he is saying. He just tweeted 41 minutes ago. He's saying, I'm asking for everyone at the Capitol to remain peaceful, no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you. Of course, that is a message that has been kind of contradicted by a lot of Trump supporters who, let me pull this tweet up so you guys could see it here yourself. This is just 41 minutes ago, Donald Trump officially sending out this message to his supporters that have been becoming more at odds with law enforcement. That's another thing that really is important to point out here, as many Donald Trump supporters, as many even Proud Boys, have been making a huge 180-degree shift from back the blue towards what the hell are you cops doing, enforcing a lot of these lockdown rules and listening to politicians that don't give a damn about you. That has been a major political reckoning that has been happening. And as it's happening right now, there is kind of a disconnect, as you could see, from people like Donald Trump. And of course, oh my god, some of the footage coming out here is just insane. I'm going to pull it up here for you guys. I mean, this picture right here just kind of says it all here, with just absolute pandemonium unfolding right now. Let me make sure I'm okay. I'm using the right browser here. But as you could see here, a lot of people are taking this moment to take some merchandise from the Senate building, but that's happening right now. Obviously, situation is very tense. There's also pictures of many people's many representatives' offices either ransacked or protesters going through them, like these photos right now. There was even a photo of Nancy Pelosi's office where she had the computer on, where she had her emails showing. So there's individuals kind of sitting in the House of Representatives and I guess making themselves feel at home. This one representative wrote, "We will not back down," or if that was maybe a protester, we don't know exactly who wrote this down, but many of the office buildings of U.S. representatives are getting absolutely ransacked. The images that are coming out, especially of this horned individual man that's bare-chested, really do speak volumes. I mean, he's holding an American flag in the Senate building, and that's pretty much the photo that really exemplifies the moment right now. There's also some video footage of police officers standing by. There's obviously other situations unfolding that are not as turbulent and violent as the shooting that just took place, but we do have a situation on our hand where there's, some people estimate 100,000, some people estimate 250,000 people in Washington, D.C. Obviously, a lot of them are very upset at the latest elections that happened in Georgia with both of the Democrats that are projected to win. And now, many of them are even more disappointed that individuals like Mike Pence didn't do what Donald Trump wanted him to do. Of course, if you remember, Donald Trump wanted... There's other footage here that I'm going to be showing you here in just a little bit. But of course, U.S. President Donald Trump just moments ago gave a speech where he specifically said that it's in the hands of Vice President Mike Pence to, quote, do the right thing to not certify this election for Joe Biden. Mike Pence then released a statement saying that he is going to certify this election for Joe Biden. And that's when we saw Trump protesters literally storm the Capitol building. And now scenes like this are unfolding with them literally discharging fire extinguishers at press inside of the building. Again, we saw similar images from revolutions throughout the third world. To see this happening in the United States it's really something. What's going to happen next? That's really going to be something that is going to have an effect on a lot of people. That's really something that is going to be extremely critical. Obviously, it looks like now people are just hanging out in the Senate building. And of course, I'm checking out all the latest notifications. If there's anything that you guys think I should be made aware of or what's happening, let me know in the comment section right now. And I, of course, will be looking at the comment section as I am right now. Thank you so much, Maxi1. Really appreciate all your support and all of your help as well. A lot of people... I wanted to ask you guys, especially in the comment section, what do you think is going to happen from here? Do you think that this is going to have a favorable outcome for Donald Trump? Do you think this is going to play into the hands of the Democrats that will use this situation to galvanize more power and authority from themselves? Already, the Democrats have an alarming amount of power for themselves, especially with the latest alleged victories in Georgia. But I wanted to leave it. People are saying I should up the audio. Thanks, guys, for the comments. I am upping the audio right now as we are speaking. Hope you guys could hear me well and better off now. Okay, thank you guys for that notification. I want you guys to let me know. Do you think this event will work in the favor of one, Donald Trump, or work in the favor of the Democrats? Press 2. Again, we're doing a little poll here inside of the video comment section. Super appreciate, of course, all of your super chats. They help me up and running. They help me be independent. I'm deciding what to do next here. Me and Tim Pool might go live soon in just a little bit. But press number 1 if you think this event will work in the favor of Donald Trump. Press number 2 if you think this event will work in the favor of the Democrats and, of course, all the power and authority. It looks like a lot of people are split. I'm seeing a lot of 1s, a lot of 2s. People are saying civil war. And again, we've been telling you, some people are saying 3. Very hard to tell, but it's important to get everyone's perspective since this is a major, major critical event that, again, the ramifications are going to be absolutely insurmountable from here. It looks like it's almost split. It looks like it's 50-50. 50-50 between 1s and 2s. Again, the video I just tweeted on Luke We Are Change of the woman being shot looks very similar to the kind of V for Vendetta situation that changed everything in that fictional dystopian movie. And really, it's so visceral. It's a little hard to watch. I wouldn't if you don't like graphic content, don't watch it. Don't go to my Twitter. I wouldn't recommend it for the faint of heart. But you literally see the protesters, and then you hear a shot, and then you see a woman, and then you pretty much see the lights in her eyes go out. It's extremely visceral. It's extremely emotional. Then there's blood coming out from her neck, chest area. It's very, very graphic. We, of course, will not be showing you that here. But it's tragic. It's tragic that this is unfolding here. And I mean, I think it's very fair to say that things will only get worse from here. There's other people that are saying that obviously that's going to be the situation here. We got a super chat by Clef the Misfit. He says, "We'll go to full-scale civil war. I don't want it, but there's no going back now. If those people stop the Democrats, we'll drop the hammer on all of us." So that's a super chat by Clef the Misfit. Thank you so much for that super chat. And I think it's fair to say that there definitely will be either a situation that plays out in the favor of Donald Trump, but it looks like Donald Trump's kind of backing down here with the statements that he just sent out 41 minutes ago. Now, on the other hand, how this situation could play out could be very detrimental towards free speech, our rights, the rights for people to peacefully petition, the rights for people to peacefully protest, because this could be a situation that's turned around on protesters, and as the person super chatting said, yes, the hammer could come down on anyone questioning the prevailing logic, questioning the establishment, questioning the Democrats that are tied in with, of course, the intelligence agencies and, of course, the mainstream media. So there's a lot of people freaking out. There's a lot of people not knowing what's going to be on here. Christy R says, 3, watching the rise of the populist party. Again, Christy's bringing up a point that I've been talking about that's very important, and that is the political realignment that's happening right now in the United States, with many people just being disenfranchised with Republicans, with Democrats, and deciding that the popular votes, the popular opinions, the popular kind of ideologies that are expressed by individuals like Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are way more important than just party politics. I think it's fair to say more and more people are disillusioned by party politics. So we're also getting reports that that another person, Mikey 197799, brought up an important point. He says cops shot an unarmed woman. They are going to lose so much support, and I think that's true. I think it's fair to say the cops have been losing support. They lost support, and they're not going to get it back. Even though you got Donald Trump tweeting back the blue, this is a situation that unfolded where what looks like an innocent woman was just shot. She's in critical condition, and who knows what's going to happen for her? Who knows what's going to develop from here? But the video is extremely shocking. It's extremely visceral. And then, of course, we're going to see the establishment milking this event for their own personal benefit. And we're also getting reports right now that MSNBC is comparing what is happening now to Benghazi. Yes, MSNBC, the hyperbolic news organization that is absolutely not to be trusted, is comparing this event to Benghazi. So, of course, you're getting a lot of hyperbolic, sensational reporting here, with obviously people selecting facts that they want to go along with their narrative. And when that happens, the truth is out of the door. And sadly, we are seeing this kind of dominated by social media. Here at We Are Change, we try to give you a perspective that you can't get anywhere else. And it's one that honestly looks at these events from a perspective that is not from the establishment, that is not from the corporate world, but is more from the world of actual evidence, from actual videos, from actual pictures, where people could actually see what's really happening without the censors, without the editorializing, without the middleman, and deciding to make up their own minds based off, a novel thing called evidence. Not many people do this. They should be doing this more. But again, crazy footage like this coming outside of the U.S. Capitol building right now, with individuals just storming the Capitol building. Here, it's a very tense scene where officers are literally drawing their firearms at people trying to get in. There's people scaling the Capitol building. There's people taking whatever they want for themselves. And also people inside of Nancy Pelosi's office, what looks like using the phone here. And what else can you say? What else can you say from images like this that are coming out right now? The biggest thing that I think has developed is this Washington Post report that National Guard troops are being denied access to the Washington, D.C. authorities. So the latest reporting we're getting from the Washington Post is that the Pentagon is denying additional National Guard troops to help deal with this situation that is unfolding right now. And again, the latest situation that we're getting is NBC News reporting that one person was shot. Again, we've confirmed that. We've seen the video. It is very graphic. Don't recommend watching it. We're also getting a statement from the Vice President Mike Pence, who said, quote, "The violence and destruction taking place at the U.S. Capitol must stop, and it must stop now. Anyone involved must respect law enforcement officers and immediately leave the building. This attack on our Capitol will not be tolerated, and those involved will be prosecuted." Very strong statements from VP right before Donald Trump threw him under the bus. It's important to note, Donald Trump was just giving a speech essentially saying it's in Mike Pence's hands who's going to be the next president of the United States, and urging Mike Pence, as he was giving a speech to the public, to the crowd outside, saying it's essentially in his hands, and that he should certify Donald Trump because of all the fraud that was going on. This is according to Donald Trump. Mike Pence shortly after released a statement saying that he will not be doing that, and now he is issuing these statements. Again, a watered-down, soft version of this statement was just issued by Donald Trump about 50 minutes ago, but as this all unfolds, again, we're not going to be playing some of the graphic footage here. This is a key moment in time that will essentially have huge reverberations and effects on all of us. Hold on. I'm watching another video here. I'm going to put it for you guys so you guys could watch it, of the entrance of the protesters into the Capitol building, so you guys could watch it right now. Hold on one second as I load this up. Again, not the best internet, so I hope you guys are hearing and seeing me good. Wow. Cops have lost total control. Before we play that, 2 plus 2 is not 5. Just gave a super chat and says the problem with our system of government is the oligarchy. The oligarchy is not afraid of the people. They crush under their rule. I think it's important they know. That's a super chat again that we were just granted by 2 plus 2 is not 5. We're going to continue this video, which is again has already 2 million views. Also, we're getting breaking news that Mike Pence unfollowed Donald Trump on Twitter. Yes, that's happening right now, and Donald Trump has not tweeted for close to an hour right now. We're also getting news now that the National Guard is going to be deployed inside of the U.S. Capitol, and that the Pentagon is approving the request. That's some of the latest information that we're getting. Apologies for my computer glitches. If I do go out, I will continue live tweeting on twitter.com/Luke We Are Change. Luke We Are Change on Twitter is the best way to get my live kind of tweeting and reporting and just collecting everything that's been happening here. But those weren't the only insane kind of videos taking place in Washington, D.C. We also saw Trump protesters literally get on the scaffold with the Trump flag and start knocking at the Senate building at a window that some people allege is Mitch McConnell's window in the Senate office building.